In this example, we're looking for y prime, so we're looking for the derivative with respect to x. And we see here that x and y are both in the function, and it's not really possible to get y by itself. So that means we're going to use implicit differentiation to find the derivative. Starting over here on the left, we've got a chain rule. We've got sine of x plus y. So the outside function is the sine, the inside function is the x plus y. So if I start with sine, derivative of sine is cosine, and you leave the inside of the function alone, times, then you do derivative of the inside. So derivative of the inside, we've got x, which becomes 1. We've got y, which becomes 1. But with implicit differentiation, every time you do derivative of y, it gets a y prime. So derivative of y is 1 y prime. Equals, over here we've got a product rule. I've got y squared times cosine x. So I'm going to use product rule. I'm going to leave the first term alone, then do derivative of cosine, which is negative sine, plus we leave the second part alone, and then we do derivative of the first, which is 2y. And since it's implicit, we then add y prime. Then, so this is our derivative. Now our goal is to get y prime by itself, because that's what they want us to find. So we're going to get all of our y primes to one side eventually. First, though, I've got some multiplication here. This is one term times two terms. So we need to distribute this. So that's going to be cosine x plus y plus y prime cosine x plus y. Over here, let's kind of reorder these. This will be negative y squared sine x. And let's put these in front. Plus 2y y prime. And that's really just your preference, where you want things to go. Then, like I said, our goal is to get y prime on one side. So I'm going to leave this y prime alone, and I'm going to move this one over to it. So I'm going to subtract the 2y y prime cosine x to the left. I also am going to move this piece to the right. I'm going to subtract the cosine x plus y because I don't want any non-y prime terms over here. So this one stays. I'm going to subtract the 2y y prime cosine x. And then this one stays. And I'm going to subtract cosine x plus y. Now that we have our y prime terms on the left, the next step would be to factor out the y prime. So that would leave cosine x plus y and a minus 2y cosine x. Over here, we're not doing anything. And then we divide this from both sides. So remember, the goal here is to get y prime by itself. So we're dividing all of that stuff over to the right side. So this is our answer. The only thing we might want to do, this is fine. The only thing we might do is, since they both have negatives on top, if you want to factor out a negative and bring it to the bottom, it might look better. So if I take out a negative here on top, that would give me cosine x plus y. And again, you don't have to do this. And then plus y squared sine x. I didn't need to switch the order either. I just did. And then on the bottom, if I take the negative I just pulled out and put it on the bottom, then that would rearrange these. It'd be 2y cosine x minus cosine x plus y. So if that last step confused you, don't worry about it. This would be a fine answer. I just took out the negative on top and moved it to the bottom. That way it just looks nicer. So it's really up to you.